Inevitably, if you plan your vacation during hurricane season, guess what? You might get a hurricane. Well, in this case, it's not a hurricane. Right now, it's Tropical Storm Matthew. And late last night, the clouds started rolling in. I was up, till about 1 o'clock in the morning trying to take pictures of the stars and the Milky Way, but there was none to be had because the clouds were rolling in. This morning, this is what it's been looking like. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, and it has been raining all day long. Up till about 15 minutes ago, it was calm. There's been no wind. But about 15 minutes ago, the wind started picking up, and it's just a little breeze right now. I think the forecast calls for maybe 35 to 50 mile an hour winds. Basically, Matthew, which is coming from the east this direction, is blowing in off the Atlantic. All predictions show that it should not intensify. However, the aircraft are showing that it is starting to form into a hurricane. They're starting to see a small eye, and they're starting to see some circulation. The predictions are, though, it should blow over us as a tropical storm. Once it reaches the Caribbean side and hits warmer water, it's going to intensify into a hurricane, possibly blow up into Mexico or even the Gulf of Mexico. So, I've been photographing and doing time lapse most of the morning just to look at this thing developing, and I'm going to continue through the day. Again, you can expect stuff like this if you plan your vacation right in the middle of hurricane season. We've always been lucky, but this time we weren't lucky. It's hit us. And right now I feel the breeze hitting me in the back. You might be able to see the plants starting to move. So I believe in the next couple of hours this thing's going to intensify, and we'll probably get some pretty big winds. We had breakfast brought to us, we had lunch brought to us, and they're now saying that the restaurant will be closed. The restaurant up top has no walls, so it's pretty much open to the elements. It's got a roof but no walls, so if the wind really picks up, it's just going to be rushing through there and it won't be comfortable. So they've already told us to order off the menu, and they're going to be delivering food to our rooms. So we're going to go next door, get our friends, and either eat over there or over here, put some candles out, some drinks, and have a big time. But tomorrow morning I'll get back to you and let you see if the storm's still here, possibly share some of the time-lapse video that I've been taking, some of the other photographs. So till tomorrow, we'll see ya. All right, we're back. It is windy. It's now 8 o'clock, and as you can see, the wind has really been picking up. We ate dinner. Actually, I was shocked they did a 3-course meal. I don't know if you can hear me. The wind is really howling. Maybe 30, 50 mile an hour gust, maybe higher, I don't know. But we lost one lamp. I don't know if the wind blew it over or if the maid turned it over. But it smashed to the ground. The lights keep blinking, so we're not sure if we're going to lose power, and that is why I'm wearing the old trusty light. Just in case it goes out, I'll have it next to the bed. But the wind is blowing so hard, it's blowing the rain from the open wall all the way through to the end. So in the morning, if it keeps on like this, I don't know how wet it's going to get. And our bed is right next to us here, and if the wind keeps blowing the rain in, we'll probably get wet in the bed. It's fairly safe. With that said, it's a little odd sitting in a room with no wall. So the wall is totally missing here, so the wind and the elements are basically coming in. But this is just a tropical storm. It's not a hurricane. If it was a hurricane, I think we'd be seeking cover somewhere else. So, just an update. Well, I'm back. About an hour after the last broadcast, we totally lost power inside all the units. I've looked outside, but it's so stormy I'm not sure, but it appears that power has been lost probably throughout much of this portion of the island. The rain is still howling. We finally had to move from the bed right over here. The rain and the wind was blowing so hard it was blowing rain in on our bed. So we basically just weren't comfortable. We felt like we were going to wait, just be soaking wet. So we actually went to the halfway up the stairs where these bathrooms are located, and there's a concrete wall up in that bathroom, and we have drugged all the bed linen, all the towels and blankets and pillows we could find, and we've put them up there behind the little wall to try to get out of this wind and all the rain. The floor is basically flooded. We're probably 4 floors up, and this floor is water's everywhere. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. As you can see behind me, the sun is coming up. Still getting a few wind gusts. It was a long, long night. I slept a little, but Terry slept none. It just was really windy. A fine mist of rain being blown all within the room, even once it calmed down a little bit. Even now there's a fine mist of air that seems to want to keep coming in through the room. I don't know how much longer it's going to rain. I do hear some of the staff outside talking, so they're probably right now trying to clean up what they can. We'll just have to wait and see.